Morning.
Hey, Ginny. Hey, Pablo.
It is good to be back home on the farm. Today's video is sponsored by my friends over at ButcherBox. And it is really good to be back on the farm right now, even though things feel very different. We got like a crazy amount of snow while I was gone. Looks like I got a lot of snow clearing to do here. For those of you guys who might have missed our last couple of videos, I went on a little bit of a road trip to visit some friends down in North and South Carolina. So I saw my friends Jess and Jeremiah over at Roots and Refuge Farm. And then I saw my friends Meg and Ben Holler. And then I went over to see my buddy Justin Rhodes and his wife Rebecca and check out their place. And it was a lot of fun, also a lot of driving. But I am really glad to be back home here. I got back late last night. I don't know, it was like around 11:30 or so. Hey, Chin, good to see you, sweetie. I missed you too. And I will fully admit, when I got home last night, I came and just checked on everybody, said hi to Toby Dog, all that good stuff. But now that daylight's here, I'm gonna go out and do my morning chores, see how everything is, and make sure the farm is a-okay. Oh.
So usually I like blast through and clear this whole area with the tractor, but my farm sitter's been kind of just doing his best to make do.
And so yeah, we do gotta do some snow removal here.
So the cows are okay. Got some frost underwater, but nothing too bad. Oof, I'm gonna have to clean up down here. Hey cows! What's going on, Kurt Cobain? Good to see you over there in the corner of the barn. Anne of Green Gables, how are you? It's very good to see you. You're looking nice. You're eating some of that hay. I left way more hay than I needed to for these guys, and yeah, they went through a lot of it, but no, they still have plenty, so I'm not even gonna have to feed them today. How's it going, Audrey 1? How are you? Ariel, good to see you. Oh, there's my favorite Annabelle. How's it going, gal? Annabelle, you keep getting bigger and bigger, I swear. I didn't bring a treat for you. Here, you can have this strand of hay. No? Okay. You know, it's funny, after seeing all of my friends with their Jersey cows, which are long and leggy and tall, and you see my beef cows here, physically they are just very different. I mean, my cattle, they look like fire plugs. Like, see this? I don't mean to insult you, gal. You're built for what you do, and I love you for it. All right, we're gonna do a little side-by-side comparison here. So on the left, you can see my friend Jess's Jersey cow here, and then compare it to my Scottish Highland Annabelle. It's just a big difference. Her legs are like half the length, and her body is probably like twice the width. It's incredible. But I still love you, girl. Would you look who's over there? It's my buddy, Mr. Toby Dog. Hey, bud, I'm coming right over.
Yeah, other than mucking, it doesn't look like I have any cattle chores to do here this morning.
Hello, Mr. Pablo Barncut. Good to see you, sir. How are you doing today? Oh, you're hiding behind the water trough, I see. Good to see you.
I mean, it was really nice to see my friends, but I miss all of these animal friends so much, and I'm so glad to be back.
Look at the barn cats trooping through the snow. Pablo clearly doesn't like it. Ginny doesn't either. I bet you Molly's back and sleeping in the house. You can actually see the barn cat trail. Yeah, I can see where you guys were sneaking off into the barn. It's a shortcut. So person trail, barn cat trail, and then sometimes the barn cats go on the main person trail. How's it going, bud? Good to see you. How's my Toby Dog? I said, how's my Toby Dog? Yeah, good to see you, buddy. Did you have a good night? I heard the coyotes howling last night. That's your food, yes, but don't eat it yet. Not yet. All right, let's go in. Come on. Gotta let everybody out. I can hear them quacking. I'm probably doing my chores about a half hour later than I usually do. Everybody's probably a little restless. Plus, this time of year, it's getting lighter and lighter, earlier and earlier. It's definitely clear that spring is coming very, very soon. Huh? Marking that territory. Good job, kid. Toby seems a bit hungry, so I'm just gonna feed him right away today. Like, you can tell he's very excited for this food. I gave him some treats last night, but I didn't feed him, so I think he's been looking forward to this. And just to clarify, he gets fed. I just haven't personally fed him in a few days. All right, buddy. Nice big bowl of kibble. Enjoy. Yeah, even Toby's little shed is getting covered. The snow is actually not a bad thing. Kind of acts as an insulator for him. So I'm not too worried about it. Oh, don't worry, Ginny, it's empty, see? Oh.
I missed you so much, you know that? Yeah, so that trip I'd been looking forward to making for quite some time. But with my day job and a lot of other things, it was really kind of hard to make that happen. But once I knew that I was quitting my day job, I knew that that was like one of the first things I wanted to do. Because as I've said in some of the other videos, one of the big projects I'm gonna be focusing on this year is how to just up the game here at Goldshaw Farm and improve what we're doing. And so seeing how some of my friends are doing stuff, that to me means a lot, and I think it's a very good education. I think you can see all the pictures and videos you want, but sometimes you gotta just like physically be there and see it and ask a bunch of specific questions. And so I'm super thankful to Justin and Rebecca and Jess and Jeremiah and Meg and Ben for really letting me come there, hang out, and really see how they do things. And I'll also say it's also really nice just to hang out with your friends, like face to face. You know, we'll text and we'll swap messages and that sort of thing, but it's just not the same thing. Isn't that right, Ginny? It's not the same thing as being face to face. Oh, listen to that purr. Release the Kraken! Good morning, ducks. It's good to see you. I feel like the ducks are my groundhogs. I can tell what sort of weather we have just based on what they do. If they come out of their duck house and come into this house, that means it's gonna be a cold day. But if they come out of their duck house and they just go outside, it's gonna be probably some good weather. Oh, wait, maybe I spoke too soon. They're already rushing out. I think we're gonna have some good weather today. All right, you guys, let me go pour you some water. I don't lock my birds up with water in the winter, especially in the duck house, because I find it just makes more mess than does good. Because we were having the snowstorm, I think my farm sitter kept the geese and the chickens in the house all the time yesterday, so I gotta go get the extra water. Hang on a second. Good morning, weird chickens. How is everybody? The weird chickens are always the slowest ones to get out, particularly when the weather's bad. Good morning, birds. Rise and shine, everybody. Woo! All right. You won't have to be cooped up today. There, those chickens are gonna feast on that. I'm gonna have to shovel this out again a little more. You guys are welcome to come out if you'd like. So don't feel like you have to stay in here. One of their roosts fell down. That's not good. Come on, geese, come on out with me. You can keep doing your work in there, it's okay. Out you go, geese. It's like the Keystone Cops trying to sneak out of there. Oh, hey, Ron Swanson. All right, everybody's free to go out. Everybody's stuck in the snow is more like it. Bring these outside. This will encourage the geese to move around more. I'll probably leave some water in there for the chickens. Chickens spend full time in there. The hoop coop I have built for this year is only a 1-year structure. I do have plans to take it down and actually build a bigger one. And that's where some of the lessons that I learned over at Justin Rhodes' place are gonna come very much handy. Hi, Ginny. I feel like you've gotten bigger since I was gone, Ginny. I swear. You're growing like a weed, sweetie. Yeah, I think we got about 20 inches of snow while I was gone. Based on all the evidence I'm seeing, I'd say that's a pretty good estimate too. So I do have to get a couple things going in the house today too. And I gotta make dinner, which I'll be using help from my friends over at ButcherBox to accomplish tonight.
Experience the amazing feeling of having a freezer full of high quality meat delivered right to your doorstep. And right now, ButcherBox has a special offer going. Get the ground beef members love, 100% grass-fed and grass-finished, for free in every order for the life of your ButcherBox membership. Allison's working tonight, so I'm on my own for dinner, so that means a beef burrito burrito with a side of riced cauliflower. It's one of my favorite quick go-to meals. ButcherBox is so easy to use. You just choose your box and delivery frequency, and they offer 5 boxes, 4 curated box options, as well as the popular custom box, so you get exactly what you want and what your family loves. ButcherBox ships your order frozen at the peak of freshness and packed in an eco-friendly 100% recyclable box. Burgers, burritos, meatballs, what can't you do with 100% grass-fed ground beef? Get 2 pounds of free ground beef in every ButcherBox you order for the life of your membership.
So be sure to check out the link below, and also check out these ducks. They're excited for the water. How's it going, duckery doos? You know, they have 1, 2, 3 tubs, but for some reason they've decided to crowd around just this one. It's like a little old duck pool party. You know, ducks might be the least profitable activity we do on the farm, but they might be the one that brings me the most joy. They don't care about the temperature right now. They're just having some fun. You know, when we get this much snow, it is much harder to navigate around here. Hey, here's one of my weird chickens out. How's it going there, pal? That was one of the little chicks that we hatched out this year. Cochin Bantam hybrid, he looks like almost. I think he's like half silky, half something. It's not quite enough that I need to have snowshoes. And eventually, between me and the animals walking around, we'll pack this all down. Isn't that right, buddy? But for right now, you know, like those initial days after a big storm, it's always tough to get around. I'll do the main path between the animal areas and the barn and that sort of thing, partially just so I can make sure I can always get the tractor out. But the animal yard, I leave it up to the animals. Speaking of the animals, I can see I got some hungry chickens. Yeah, most of the snow just came right off the hoop house. Not too much about this little stuff. You'll notice it starts to pile up, and at this point it's piled up pretty high. That's what, I don't know, 3 feet or so. It actually works as a positive to have that, because it essentially insulates everything. So I'm not complaining about it. Do have to get some fresh bedding in here for these folks though. All right, I know everybody's hungry, I can see it. You're expecting me to give you good stuff, so I will give you good stuff. It's all part of my job. Are my chickens thirsty? Or are they hungry? Let's find out. Looks like hungry. So I'm sure some of you want me to check in with some of the chickens we have here. Well, there's Buck the rooster. How's it going, Uncle Buck? You seem like you've settled in well. Just so you know, you're not going to be the only rooster. I'm working on getting a second one here pretty soon. We got a lot of the other ladies here. And for those wondering about their genetics, we have, you know, the older generation, which includes like a Colombian Wyandotte, Black Cochin, a couple of Barred Rocks, a couple of New Hampshire Reds, a Crevecoeur. Where's Barbara the Crevecoeur? There's Barbara. You are looking so good with that hair there, girl. Good to see you, Barb. Oh, also a couple of Leghorns. But then they've had offspring, so like that's a second generation Leghorn. That's like a second generation New Hampshire Red. And they're obviously all hybrids. But it's interesting to see the colors carry over and certain characteristics. Like some of these Cochin cross girls. Like I think she's a Crevecoeur cross. Or maybe a Cochin cross, I can't tell. She's a Cochin cross, she's a Cochin cross. I think they're pretty interesting to look at. Yeah, things seem good in the hoop coop. Oh, and just to come back to another point that I probably lost track of here. Yeah, I'm not too worried about structurally any of this stuff because, you know, we built this thing, we overbuilt it. I mean, these posts are actually designed to be at least 6 feet apart, and we have them 4 feet apart, and so that gives me a lot more structural integrity, which helps prevent collapsing, which is always the biggest risk in our sort of climate when we have the snow loads that we have. All right, Mr. Toby Dog, let's get out of here. Let the chickens do their thing. I'm gonna come back here, fix your roost, and add some fresh bedding. That's on my punch list for today, okay? We're catching a Toby and Ginny skirmish out here. I think they're on their way to becoming friends. The fearsome predators of the farm face off. There's enough space for both of them,
But will their instincts allow for it? We don't know. Look at Toby, he's like giving her the eye. Meanwhile, Ginny, she won't back down. Come. I love how respectful Toby is. I mean, clearly there is a size difference, and clearly if it was like a real fight, we know who'd win. But Ginny's getting some real guts to her. And Toby Dog, he respects the cats. He really does. It's one of the impressive things about him and why he's so good for our farm. You know, the one thing I didn't see in the hoop coop that I was hoping to see when I came back is goose eggs. They should start laying at any moment. So I'm definitely on the lookout for goose eggs. And by the way, as soon as they start laying and the ducks start laying, I will begin to start selling. I just don't have enough consistent laying activity for it to be worth it for either you or me right now. Oh, look at all the weird chickens. Look, Penny the weird rooster is in the water. What are you doing in there, buddy? You shouldn't be in there. Get out of there. Penny, get out. Ugh. 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 Oh, I don't think he can get out. I've never had a chicken get trapped in the water before. Get out. There you go. Go dry off. You're gonna be okay. Ooh. You fouled up that water something good. I just put fresh water in like 5 minutes ago. These birds. All right, Toby, go watch over the kingdom. I got a couple things to do. Hey, look who it is. Molly Murder Mittens. I haven't seen you since I left. It's good to see you, girl. Yeah, I've seen every animal since I've been back except for Molly. But now I've seen Molly. How are you, girl? Are you starting to beat up on your mom now because she spent so much time beating up on you over all these months? All right, let's feed these cats that I got. Oh, looks like you already still have some food. I'm gonna have to get you some fresh water though. Not too much, I'll just give you a little bit. And Pablo will come here soon. Lots of snow here. I got your water, hang on. Hang on, clean the bowl, clean the bowl. Enjoy. It is absolutely wonderful to be back here in Peacham. I miss my farm, I miss this place. Like I said, it's good to see friends, it's good to get away, but this right here, this is my spot. By the way, while I'm driving, I figured I would offer you guys up, if you want a free Goldshaw Farm sticker, we have a new design coming out. You can get the sticker for free. All you have to do is send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Goldshaw Farm, P.O. Box 225, Peacham, Vermont, 05862. Or we're also selling it on like t-shirts and hoodies and such, and I think they're gonna be pretty cool. It's a nice Release the Quacket design this time. So be sure to check that out. I got so much mail. It is gonna take me a while to sift through this. Oh, would you look at that? I got my hunting and trapping guide for 2022. Gosh, Ford, whoever thought this was a good noise to play? I don't know what they're thinking. They're ruining the beauty of the bells here in downtown Peacham. It's good to be back. Well, I gotta head back to the farm and get a whole bunch of stuff done. I will be back in the next video, but thank you guys for watching, and yeah, go check out this video over here. I think you're gonna like it. Talk to you soon.